These are the ways to put puzzle together. You must understand internal dynamic, external dynamic, business drivers to create a powerful enterprise agile transformation. Like Bill is a successful coach. Agile is a lifetime journey. Reason why I say that, change is the only constant and changes are going to happen no matter what. Regulations are going to change, political dynamics are going to change, products and services are going to change. That is the reason agile is a lifetime journey, and every single business needs lifetime enterprise agile coach to stay in that game, and he must be able to write value goal and measure everything around those values, because we can only get paid by producing the value. If I am not producing value for my client, then I do not get paid and I cannot pay my bills. It doesn't matter what are my beliefs and what is my faith. I must produce value. The way to produce value is to coach executives around these 12 skills. This is another big area of coaching. You need to program using attitude and appreciation, because we all need appreciation, we all need respect, and this behavior is growing in every family and every corporate and everywhere on this planet. It's a very challenging behavior, and parents are having tough time and challenging time for transferring this behavior to this behavior. So parenting is a challenge, exactly like that. Those behavior issues across the enterprise from top to bottom is a tough challenge, and a good coach must be able to manage and deal with those behavioral challenges which executives, bosses, men and women are facing because of intense stress. One of the imagination idea of win that works is always imagine that you are going to win no matter how strong is opponent. So if you are in heated conversation and beforehand, if you know that conversation is going to be intensely painful and it's going to be with high heat, imagine that in this conversation you are going to win, and then you can bring down the toughest guy, and that imagination does work. It looks simple, but it does work. That if you imagine that you can win, it's like Henry Ford who used to say, if you think you can, you are right. If you think you cannot, you are right. My previous example, contract example, this Peggy Drew, she is a great person and now retired. She hired me over phone to work as a contractor at DTCC, and 13 months I had really wonderful time and learn a lot more from very accomplished people. The CEO of DTCC Mike Watson, and I listened to Umesh, who was a board member and DTCC board member and heading a technology division of Goldman Sachs. And he told real takeaways after his speech during that snack time. And he told us that the reality is he has threat from 11 people that anytime his job can be stolen or taken away by 11 people, which is the reality. And for me, there are thousands and thousands of coaches, and every single day, people are pouring in as a coach or agile coach. So I have way bigger threat than Umesh. This is a wonderful leadership team of Mike Watson. And if you go to their dtc.com website, you will find all these good looking, powerful, successful, accomplished people who are best in the world. And once I was feeling that these good looking, expensive people, since they, if you look at their bio, they are from every single bank in the world. And I was thinking, all these 120 people have power to control the money of entire planet. I had face to face with Jennifer, really great person, and she deserves a lot. You can Google about her, and she is really great person. She demonstrate this agile value, customer collaboration, and that is the reason she is very successful. And I had face to face with her, and I learned that we are all made by choices. And I have to admit, she is a really tough person who faced Senate way back in 2005, March 2004, testified in 2004, and she makes really hardest choices, and that is the reason of her success. You can Google her and see her credibility. And the values I think she demonstrated is courage, and this is where in March 2004 she testified before US Senate. And I have to admit, to testify before Senate or for a Google CEO, it definitely needs super big courage. And this is still because I received ton of love from DTCC. I keep sending something or doing something for DTCC, including I decided to coach 100% free to Sanjeev Palwankar. This is Sanjeev. Reason why I decided that, when I listened to Umesh, who was a DTCC board member, he did not care about fame, popularity, despite of his day job responsibility. He took responsibility of arranging that event and he did it extremely well without any expectation, including snacks. And that got me so heat that I told Sanjeev, you can be a way much better asset for DTCC, and I am going to coach you for free. And if you need any help, you are most welcome to reach out to me for any agile need. Because now I am American, I feel that we should enjoy shared value and we should add value to America. So if you find these kind of people who goes extra mile with zero expectation, no fame, no popularity, we should also try to help these kind of people. This is Sanjeev. This is me. This is Mike Watson. This is his leadership team, and this is Umesh. Uh, this is Umesh. I was so feeling special with the kind of words DTCC employee showered at me every single day for 13 months. So I decided that, you know, coaching to Sanjeev is the best way for me to give back with these wonderful people. You can see these dates who showered beautiful words for me. I have no idea whether these people are there with DTC or not, but my special thanks to all these wonderful people who inspired me and who showered great words for me from 2008. And for enterprise agile transformation or any transformation that has to happen in the country or in the world, it is mandatory to have servant leadership, because servant leader like Sanjeev, who did not care about fame, popularity, TV, and he arranged that event very successfully, those are the qualities of servant leader. Whether you take Gandhi or Mother Teresa or Dr. King or Nelson Mandela, these are the people who inspired millions and millions of people and made a life better. And still their speeches are heard. So it's important for a CEO or the person who is heading enterprise agile transformation to learn servant leadership. And this is a good place to learn servant leadership. Greenleaf. After learning servant leadership, it is mandatory for enterprise agile transformation leader to build emotional intelligence. And I agree with Daniel Coleman, who is a guru of emotional intelligence, that in today's world, we need 5 to 6 times more emotional intelligence than IQ. And then only we can change DNA of ourselves and DNA of organization to produce meaningful business results. And one must have an attitude of a front runner. This is the example of front runner, and running cost nothing. Even if you are in a small village, you can start running. It costs zero, but it's very, very rewarding. This man started running at the age of 12, and now you can see his credibility in India, financial and all the credibility all over the map and all over the planet. Running cost nothing, zero. But it does not matter who we are, whether we choose to be a deer or a lion. If we don't run, we are going to stay hungry, or we are not going to stay healthy. So in order to pay our bills, stay healthy, it is mandatory for all of us to run daily. Then I did a one-day workshop for people from Children's Hospital in Connecticut, and I was able to evaluate myself around the question, how would you rate instructor knowledge of the subject matter? And people wrote me excellent. And how would you rate the instructor overall? Very good. So this helps me stay motivated when people say I am excellent, I am very good. And then when people write Google reviews for me, I feel inspired to share my hard-earned knowledge. When I did one-day workshop in 415 Madison Avenue on January 2019, I may not be able to see the date, but Robert, who is in media, instantly wrote Google review for me saying very knowledgeable, effective in delivering, helpful in drawing out our questions. So these single lines inspires me so much that I get tested about my knowledge, about my skill when I do these one-day workshop or coaching with expensive people. I was talking about mindset, and this is the person who is retired now. And as I told you, this is the big area of coaching. Women bosses. These are the real examples, and I have to admit, in millions and millions of bosses, I got only two good women bosses. One is Lisa. The last time I got Peggy at DTCC, Lisa at Cisco San Jose, but both are retired. And I used to call Peggy as a Mother Teresa of DTCC. And she is also awesome person, but both ladies are retired now. But the way Lisa Epison built my mindset is to take me to City Beach in California. It's a rock climbing place, and she used to made me climb at the top with that rope and all those museum which she has built. She has shown her museum in her house, and my entire body was paining for months and months. And she told me, if you don't do good job, I'm going to drop you from top. And it was like a do or die for me. But that time it was very painful, and now I am living awesome life because of her teaching that I must be a detail oriented person to succeed in professional IT environment, and that is the reason I got 5 on 5 customer satisfaction from Cisco San Jose. This is a second example of wonderful boss, Alex James. Still, he is my permanent boss. Last Friday also, I called him, and he is instrumental in making my life way much better. I received Man of the Year award when he was my boss, Alex James, and Don Delgaso, who was a technical director. It's an amazing thing, amazing help I received. In addition to salary, I got AIP, which is the bonus, and which we all love. We love good money, and because of Alex, and still he is there with me, and he told he needs certification only for from me, and I told Alex, I do not give any certification on this planet. I teach what works and customize solution for the problem in hand. And if your company people with whom your company is contracting wants to see visible result, let me know. We will produce visible result, and I do not offer any certification through my 1 day workshop. I only charge speaking fee. And Alex told me he will talk to his boss, and his 15 people need some good training. So this is how, and I invested nothing. I gave nothing to Alex, $0. And can you imagine how much contribution and real contribution Alex made in my life? $14,000 AIP plus $10,000 salary, just 1 day income, and almost more than 3.5 years I work with Blue Cross, and I enjoyed every single day. This is the result of hard work, trust. Both Don and Alex trusted me, and I work hard, and they enjoyed my hard work, and they appreciated me, and still they are with me. This is a Don which I was talking about. I keep telling him that he has a big fortune in comedy business. And you should expect best from you. And there are situations many times, despite of good intention, people cannot help you, and we must appreciate them. Like Walden Peace, who is heading Enterprise Agile Transformation of DTCC. He told me over LinkedIn, because of rebudgeting and I'm expensive, he has to let me go, which I appreciated a lot, because that is the reality. Bank can run out of money, businesses can run out of money, and That has happened in the past and that may happen in future also. Enron got shut down and I was working with 1400 Smith Road, downtown Enron in Houston, Texas.